Yeah, I mean, I think, there's always excitement heading into the season, but I think that's grown this year, knowing what the season looked like last year and how much better I feel like we're going to be this year. I think just the excitement's through the roof.
Yeah, I was a tomboy growing up. I played all the sports. I loved playing at recess, at gym class. I loved soccer, baseball, football, basketball, of course. Even ran a little bit of track, but just outside all the time playing in the summers and then inside in the winters. I was always in the gym playing basketball, so always had a ball in my hand, was always playing catch, could never sit still, very fidgety, probably had a little bit of ADD or something like that, but basketball was the one I chose and fell in love with.
Yeah, Unrivaled was an amazing experience. I think it's huge for players to be able to stay in the States, get to play against the best competition from across the league, and get to play with and against them. So having that, a month before training camp started, to just get in the gym, get to play actual competitive games, I think it's just got us all ready physically and mentally for the season to come ahead.
I think the shared experience with your teammates, I've always loved building relationships and sharing wins, sharing losses, sharing the whole journey with your teammates, and then just the level of compete, and I was all right at it, so that was probably the one I was best at.
She, I think, pays very close attention to every little detail. There's no little things, and I think our team's going to be so good because of that. Defensively, it's a little tiny, one step forward, one step back, one step to the side. It's those little things, and I think she's just going to bring out the best in every single one of us because of that, and it's just so fun to play for her because I know that she knows the game so well, and trying to just learn as much as I can throughout the year.
Just the want to be great, and the Minnesota Lynx dynasty was like everything to me when I was young. You just saw them winning, and it just created like a want to be a winner in me, and just wanting to be the best on the team, wanting to be the best in the state, wanting to ultimately be the best in the country, which then translated to me wanting to be the best teammate, best leader, best winner, because those are ultimately the things that matter the most and contribute to winning. And so there's been a lot of growth since that moment of just what I prioritize as important and how I compete and how I work to get better as a basketball player and as a human being. But I just love basketball so much ever since a young age, and the fire has always been the same.
Is she someone that's, how's she challenged you, I guess, so far, even early on in training camp?
Just like expectations. She's expecting the best, and she'll hold you accountable if you're not. So like I said, defensively, I think I'm in position, but I might be one step away. That's going to make me a better defender, having her call those little things out. So she's really excited.
Yeah, you never want to take it for granted or think you're entitled to anything, but it was probably around 4th or 5th grade that I knew this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So then you just take it step by step, day by day, trying to get 1% better. And I think the thing for me was never getting complacent with my wins, with my losses, always learning and always wanting to get better regardless of what's happening. And so it was probably 4th or 5th grade that I realized I wanted to do this for the rest of my life.
I think it's going to make us really tough. I think, we have a lot of threats offensively, but I think everyone's buying into the fact that we're going to play two sides of the ball, and that's going to make us really hard to beat.
Many would probably expect me to say my ACL. That was devastating. It was the most devastating thing, or one of them, I had faced up to that point. And then the whole year I rehabbed, recovered, changed the way I ate, slept, took care of my body. And I changed a lot about myself to better prepare myself for the future, for a long career, to try to do my best to stay healthy. It's not under your control, but to do everything you can in your control to prevent those things. And then that summer, or the preseason, it was around September, like a couple weeks before the season started, I broke my thumb. And that truly was the most devastating one, because I thought I had done everything right. I had trained my body, my mind, did everything right in terms of the rehab recovery process, and it was supposed to be my time. And then just taking a charge in practice, I had my hand like this, and it just broke. And I thought it was just gonna be a jam thumb. I didn't even want to tell anybody about it, but like 2 weeks before the season, I broke my thumb, had surgery, and I was supposed to sit out, but I told them I'm not sitting out. I've been through way too much. I don't even need my left thumb. I really don't even use my left hand. So God willing, they made a splint, a hard plastic cover for it in the games, and I had to wear it through like the first month of the season. But that was just so devastating because you had thought you'd done everything right and it was your time. No more bumps and no more roadblocks. But I do believe in my faith and everything happening for a reason. I think I was moving so fast during the preseason, in the recovery process. I think I saved myself from something bigger. And so I look back and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for everything that's been a part of my journey. But I think that was probably the most devastating one. And probably people are like, it was just a broken thumb, but it was everything leading up to it and that.
I mean, we know it's going to be loud. I think Caitlin said it's going to be the loudest gym we've ever played in. And I'm really excited to kind of see that fan base at home and get to play there and go back to, they're supporting us from afar, not really far, but they're supporting us from there, and to be able to play in front of them in their home gym, it's going to be really awesome. And just excited to, start the season with that type of energy.